I'm Supa Nova of Cosmic Coffee and Tea Co. and she writes it all. And this is gonna be my pop yo ish.
Beefy 808.
Let's get it. Yo, welcome to another episode of Pop Yo Ish, and I am your stupendous host, Jay Crutchfield. Goddamn, today I got Supernova in the building. Goddamn! Yo, I'll tell you, man, this is my goddamn sister, man. We goddamn go way back. You dig what I'm saying? She got her own coffee and tea brand, Cosmic Coffee. She writes it all. She does spoken word. She done hosted very how you say it? Yeah, very successful events. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn Supernova, go ahead and pop your ish about what you got going on. Shout out your social media. Anything you got you want to promote, man. Go ahead and tell these folks what it is in the A, baby.
Thank you, Jabari. Stupendous host.
You know it.
I am Supa Nova. I am She Writes It. That is my creative writing service. I do anything from wedding vows and wedding speeches to love poems and songs. You want to get back with your baby daddy, you want to break up with your baby mama, I can write that for you.
Okay. I might need that service.
Yes. Yes. And I also just launched my startup, Cosmic Coffee and Tea Co. It is an organic and fair trade coffee and tea brand.
Okay.
And it has the theme of the galaxies and the cosmos. I'm very into biology and astronomy, so I incorporated that into the ritual of drinking coffee and tea.
Okay. So let's take a step back for a minute. You know what I'm saying? You came down here from New York, Mount Vernon, New York. You know what I'm saying?
New York.
I remember, whatever. So I remember when you was selling the goddamn what's the drinks called?
The Nutcrackers.
The Nutcrackers.
Hey,
I'm talking about
yo.
goddamn. This is a hustler. This is a hustler. She was like, yo, my baby needs some school clothes. So I'm going to goddamn make some nutcrackers. And I'm going to go sell them at the club. Yes. That's a motherfucking hustler, man. I love that shit, man. You've been doing your thing.
Yes, I was bootlegging alcohol back then. Yes. Sure. The Nutcracker is a New York staple, much like the chopped cheese. Google it if you don't know.
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure.
It's just like overproof alcohol with like that much juice, and you put it in a container, you freeze it, you bring it out in coolers, and you just be on the street selling it
for sure
at events. So that was the initial come up.
For sure. Okay. So of course, you know what I'm saying, New York is like y'all move like this. You know what I'm saying? Y'all very fast. Y'all stay on it. Y'all stay hustling. Y'all stay moving. So how was your transition coming from, you know what I'm saying, New York, Mount Vernon to Atlanta, Georgia, and how did it affect you in a personal sense and in a business sense as well?
Huge.
Okay.
It was a huge transition, like you said. That main point, the New York Minute. If you can make it there, you can make it anywhere. It is like that. And it can breed an aggressive personality where you would go up and get a self-motivated person.
Absolutely.
So I was pregnant when I came to Atlanta.
For sure. What's up, Nala?
Hey, boo. I was actually just starting nursing school at the time I transitioned down here. And my mother had moved down already, and she's like, come down so I can help with the baby. You can finish school. And I wasn't gung-ho because born and raised in New York. It has everything I thought I wanted. So I wasn't, but I didn't want to finish school. So I came down, fell in love. For my nature, my even-keelness, my spiritually groundedness, the slowing of pace and lifestyle, the vegetation, the trees. There was actual trees. I was like, oh my God, trees. And just the culture, like how, like Chocolate City then, I think this was back in 2009, 2008. So then it was just like the black business and how it just seemed like there was so much success in our community. I just fell in love. It was very attractive to me, and for me it was an easy transition. I just had to get a car. That was one thing that was like,
for sure.
in New York it's not a need at all. And then it was like, here I can't do nothing. I can't even get JJ's fish without the whip. Without the whip. Yeah. But
Okay.
I've enjoyed it.
So you're actually being very humble right now. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pop your ish, because right now she's on the board of is it financial grants for the city of Pittsburgh?
It's a community investment fund board. It is the N.E. Casey Foundation is a philanthropic. I always say that word.
Brady, pop your ish. Like, I'm on the goddamn board. You know what I'm saying? She's like, no, man, pop your ish, baby, like you know what to do. You know what I'm saying? But no, let me pop it forward. So she's on the board for that shit, whatever that was. I'm fucked up right now. Whatever the case may be. She's also you also a nurse. You work at Grady Health Hospital as well. You know what I'm saying? She's taking care of people, saving lives. She's doing her goddamn thing. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all got them follow her, support her, whatever y'all gotta do. Y'all make sure y'all got them do y'all thing for my sister. But I'm gonna get her back to flow. This is her interview. You did what I'm saying?
Thank you. I am like, I do pop my ish to myself because that's how I keep myself going. Like I gotta gas myself, because if I don't, who else will?
Absolutely.
But it does come off as like not so much so when I'm talking about it to others, and that is something that I found can be a setback, because you can't really connect the network when you're holding your gifts and you're being humble all the time. Humble isn't always necessarily a positive.
Absolutely, and you're very blessed. So
thank you.
For sure.
But yes, the Community Investment Fund Board, N.E. Casey Foundation, they do small grants up to $5,000 for businesses and 501c3s that are invested in the Southwest Atlanta community, specifically the MPUV. So yeah, we're open grant right now. We're grading grants, so no applications. But I'm doing that. I'm a registered nurse at Grady. I love that. It's a community hospital. We see all types of people. We serve all types of people, and that's what I love most about it. I'm an obstetric nurse. I'm a community doula and midwife. I birthed my daughter, his third child. And at their home.
Job, may I add. She birthed my third child at home. Did a fantastic job, may I add. So please hit her up.
Yes.
You want to get pregnant, have a baby? Hit her up.
I write the poem to get pregnant and birth the baby. I got you.
You did. You did. And that was such a beautiful moment too, because like I said before, the birth of my child, I never thought, like, I was like, you know, you don't have a child at home, how medieval is that? You know what I'm saying? So I was very closed-minded, you know what I'm saying? But when I actually seen it happen, it opened up my spirit, it opened up my perspective on life, and just realized how much more valuable it is to be in a more intimate setting to have your child birthed at home. And you birthed Egypt.
Yeah,
you know
I've been there for 3 of
the
births, and it's been beautiful experiences.
Absolutely. But and on the third one, you was goddamn hands-on. You was goddamn, you were hands-on with that thing.
Touch all that.
That doing the molding of the crown and all that shit. God damn. That's what's up, baby. I salute you, Shawty. I salute you.
It's been an honor.
For sure. Man, let me tell you something. But of course, you know what I'm saying? This great specimen, this beautiful woman, it didn't come without hardships. And you, of course, had your share of hardships.
Oh, yeah.
So there's one funny story that I want to tap on, if you don't mind. If you don't mind. So you was recently, you know, engaged. Okay.
Married? Are we talking?
Married?
Are we talking about
the last one?
The state of the story. Go ahead.
Well, okay,
see where you're going.
So what I'm talking about is when you was like, hey Jabari, I gotta tell you about this nigga. You know what I'm saying? He bought my engagement ring with my credit card.
Oh my god.
So
I want to tell that story. I want to tell it.
Like, how do you buy your own engagement ring? Like, how does that work?
Okay.
And then when you find out, like, how did you react to that shit?
Oh, y'all. So So yes, coming up in the world, right? Working hard, doing my own thing, putting myself financially through nursing school. And, my parents, blessed. I have wonderful, amazing parents.
Papa Doc, Mama Fire, I love y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Y'all the best, for real.
For real, daddy.
But growing up, we didn't have it. Like, me and my sister was sharing panties. I gotta get real. There wasn't food to eat unless my father brought it from work because he was a chef. So we didn't always have it like that. So when I had the opportunity to build myself up, put myself through school, and not look to my parents to help me and get my own place and all of that, I valued it highly because it was a process. It was nothing handed. And I'm not going to even say I was self-made. I have family and brothers and sisters and cousins and best friends that have helped me along the way. But to actually going to school and doing the work, that was me.
Yeah.
So when you share your life with somebody, it's like, I'm sharing it with you. But damn, my credit card is my credit card.
That's my shit.
Because sometimes in life we attract what we're not. And if you're a provider and a builder and you attract like a non-provider, sometimes it's just to learn that lesson. And I needed that lesson. I'm not even going to, shame and blame the person that did it.
Yeah, of course.
Because I enabled that shit. I really did. And I had to. It was a lesson learned. So, yeah, I'm on a cruise with my family, living my best life with my money, my shmoney, right? And I get proposed to, and I'm like, wow, how did you save it up? I thought you wasn't getting it right now. Okay, cool. Get home and check the credit card statement. I wasn't even looking for it, right? I'm just checking my stuff I owe this much.
Yeah.
I see Zelle. I was like, oh, that's interesting. And I see how much the ring cost, so I knew it was the ring. And I just broke down, like, wow, like, if that's your position, basically, I'm going to come up for you. And you did the grand display in front of everyone so that you could look like you got it.
Yeah.
Lesson learned. Not that, like, everybody's in a different station financially.
Of course.
At some point. I just told you about mine not having.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, to work, like, now I'm a homeowner. I can't play around. I have children. I can't play around. So at this stage and age of life, you as a man, whoever you are, woman, whatever the partner situation is, you just have to at least be self-sufficient. Take care of yourself, right?
Absolutely.
And man, I don't know if it's my luck,
Man.
I don't know. I do know that success isn't just about finances. You have to do the self-work.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because like I'm saying, I attracted and enabled that behavior. So I have to, it's not just, okay, I came up in life and I'm in these stages and places financially stable, but
mentally,
what's going on?
Absolutely.
Have I done that work along the way too? And it's good. It's nice to, cry in a paid off car, but you got to still do the work. You have to. Because what is all of that success if you aren't internally and mentally sound and happy?
God damn, she just goddamn popped on the end. God, this shit is so poetic.
Stop.
Y'all need to add justice on the end. But look, though, that's serious, though. Like, I feel what you're saying because, like, I hear stories a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, my past few interviews, I've heard females say, yeah, I took a guy on a date or we went on a date and it didn't work out. So he requested the money back that he took me out with because he said it didn't work out. Like, who does that type of shit? As a man, like, are you that broke? You can't spend, you ask a woman on a date, you can't spend the money. Okay, fine, it didn't work out, whatever the case may be. Take it as a loss. But you gonna actually, you gonna request the money back? What kind of shit is that? These niggas is backwards nowadays. I don't know if it's a day and time. I don't give a fuck
it's
what
a day
it is.
and time.
This shit is flow as fuck.
It's a day and times.
It's flow.
I feel like there's a detachment from what we naturally are and how things naturally should be. At this point, society has been fed a narrative of what success looks like, and success is always in doing, and that is a very patriarchal, is a very European-based way of measuring success. It's not, there's no measure stick for just your beingness is worth, right? So we're out here judging each other. Do you do this? Do you do this? Even for women, do you cook? Do you clean? Like, how do you look after you have a baby? And then for men, are you provider? Are you this? Are you that? And if we're measuring our success only and solely by what we do, then our innate worth is forgotten. And people are just running around doing and have no purpose in it. And if like purpose over everything. If you're a starving artist, but you love waking up every day and painting, that's your shit being popped, right?
Absolutely.
If you are like into weed and love growing it, if you like video games and you're good at it, pop your ish. Like, wake up happy about it, and everything else will fall into place. The money will come.
Speak optimism always. That's what I say. Speak optimism always. So,
all right, poetic justice.
You already know. You already know. Pop your ish is what it means. Speak optimism always. You talk about this shit as if you've already achieved it. That's the plan. That's the goal. So, with She Writes It All, you've done a lot of spoken word events. Very successful. Great turnouts. Thanks. You know what I'm saying? So, with that particular endeavor, you know what I'm saying, is that something that you're more passionate about, or do you want to see that flourish into something like greater than what it is? Like, what's your plan for that? Because you're very good at it.
Thank you.
You're very good at it. But is that something that you kind of want to see, you know what I'm saying, flourish a little bit more?
Okay. So at She Writes It All, that is the social media handle for my
Please
creative
follow.
writing.
Please follow.
She Writes It All. That has been like a passion.
And pay for shit. Go ahead.
But I got the good prices. Since I was 16, it was like an outlet. So when I was in these streets doing my thing, early in the game, out here, my parents just couldn't get through to me and couldn't get a hold of me. It was suggested by my father to like just start journaling, like just start writing. I used to do it. My dad is a very like well-spoken, well-read man.
Absolutely.
From the hood. But he suggested that, and it was like the floodgates had opened on a way to like express exactly what I felt and what I was going through, but in a more creative and constructive way than I was like out here seeking male attention or out here trying to smoke and drink with friends in the street. Which was fun. It was good times, but it had no purpose. Like, in our teenage years is about just bumping around and figuring out ourselves and fucking out. Even into our 20s, real talk.
Yeah.
We know. We know. But 30, get it together.
Yeah, for real.
But yeah, I found writing, and not only did I find it, I found that I was just naturally good at it. It was like, I did my first poem, I read it at dinner, and that my father brought home from work, and where we share forks.
Shut up, Papa Doc. Keep bringing them plates home, Daddy.
No shit. But yeah, and it just became there. It was a poetry thing at first, and then because poetry and spoken word are two different entities. That's like being a ghostwriter and a rapper.
Yeah, break it down for me.
So if you're like a ghostwriter or a poet, you're writing it. You're not performing it. You have not learned the art of presenting what you say. So a rapper, like, that's why rappers are still celebrated, even though other people write it for them, because not anybody can perform a piece, can bring it to life. So that that part of it.
My bad.
Lord.
She talking that shit. Let's get it, baby.
That part of it, because you're in your little secret den writing your stuff, and you don't think nobody like it or could connect with it. And then I perform it in front of family, then friends, and then like my first stage performance, and people connecting with people through my writing. The best feeling in the world, because you feel so isolated when you're going through stuff, and usually your writing is about like some shit you going through. Even like with rap and R&B, it's always like the best songs are the ones where you just getting through life, basically.
Yeah, for sure.
So when I'm going through that, I'm going through life, getting through it through my writings, then presenting it and connecting with people, I was like, this is it. It was like a tuning fork went off of me. Like, this is what I'm meant to do. And the more I wrote, the better I got, the better performances I got, the more people I connected with, and that was opening opportunities to host events and have other people share their first pieces. It had been such an honor to see so many first-time spoken word artists come to my stages. It's like, wow, you felt and connected with so much with me that you felt and trusted enough that this was a safe space to bring that in. And welcome. And that's something else about the spoken word community. It's very welcoming. It's very open and loving. And glad to be a part of it, especially in Atlanta. Man, Atlanta's...
Man.
Because it crossovers to rap. You could just take the track out and just spit the, the lyrics, and it's a spoken word piece right there.
Yeah. Man, goddamn, man, I love my sister, man.
I love you too, bro.
I love my fam, dog. Man, this is what we do. You know what I'm saying? Even though she ain't like me at first, she didn't fuck with me. I understand that. Whatever. That's whatever.
Anybody yellower than me.
She was lost. She was lost in the world back then. You know what I'm saying? She didn't recognize the greatness and the popular-ish stupendous host back then. But it's all good. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I had to grow up, Jabbar.
But I love it to death, man. The vibe is always real.
Absolutely.
Now, all right. Is there any point in your life that you felt like, damn, like I just want to give up? You know what I'm saying? Like you went through so much. You know what I'm saying? Baby daddy, baby father drama, financial situations, whatever the case may be. And of course, I've always known you to be a strong woman, and I've never seen you fold under pressure. But of course, behind closed doors is a different thing. So, was there any point in your life that you felt like giving up? What happened? How did you overcome it? And what was the outcome for you not giving up at that particular moment? Speak for the women out there that's single, doing a thing, that's finally made it successful. Because everybody goes through it. You know what I'm saying? And this is something we don't shine a light on enough. But I want to, because I know you personally, I want you to tell, because I've seen you overcome, but I want you to speak your word on it. She writes it. Speak it. Pop your ish.
Yes, many a time, and like you said, behind closed door, I'm sure you've seen me drop tears, but nervous breakdowns, facts, had those. Panic attacks, facts, had those. A lot of the turmoil and things that come are usually mental based anyways. It's in your mind, the worry of what is to come versus what's actually happening. So, yeah, teen pregnancy, I was like, my life's over. Like, ain't no way I'm going to succeed in life. Got this whole other person to care for, and I have no ends. I'm living with my grandmother. My parents can't help me. My sister can't help me. So it was like I felt isolated and defeated. But soon learned that my child was my biggest motivation to succeed. And why I'm here today to be able to do what I'm able to do for her and now her sister.
What's up, Nala?
What's up, Nala? Ashe.
I love y'all.
Love
y'all.
Domestic violence, physical violence with men, like several times, sexual abuse and trauma since I was 15 and sooner. All of that, where I felt like I was gonna just go asunder, and never did. I'm here today, and every day that I was alive after those experiences was a testimony that I'm not done yet. Creator's not done yet. My ancestors ain't done yet. Protecting and guiding me. I'm here, and I want to be a testimony to that. So, but that did not stop me from stopping and crying and breaking down. That's the one thing I think people, in general, not just women, not just men, or not those who don't identify with either. We don't slow down and process emotions. We're so pushed forward by this Eurocentric patriarchal society to like get over it. All right, smoke your, drink your, sleep your, sex your, shop your issue away.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then get over that shit.
Don't deal with it. Just get
you gotta get it. So like,
no,
like I used to be that way, especially younger, and especially because I did have a father who. I can't blame him. That's how he was raised, especially as a black man in America. You come on, get your shit, don't cry. So he would be like, we joke about it. I had a broken leg for 6 weeks, and he thought it was just like a sprain, and he kept saying, walk on it, walk on it. I was walking to school at the time. I would come home dragging my leg. And it found out that my leg was broke, and like I used to resent him for that, but it was the mentality of, it's not that bad. You'll be okay. Even, black women's pain is downplayed. It's not that bad. So I stop, I process, I cry, I lose my shit. Because you have to go through the spectrum of emotion. You can't know the utmost epitome of joy if you haven't been on your lowest of low.
Yeah.
You have to know that spectrum. So I take myself there. I allow the space to be in that rut for however long. Now, I gotta be realistic with myself and not say, I don't know how long I'm gonna feel like this. No, I say to myself, all emotions are temporary, joy and pain. And let it just have feel what it's like in my body, see what I think about when I'm doing it. Journaling helps. and then I could fully move forward. Because if you're trying to move forward in that pain, then automatically, can we edit it? If you're trying to move forward in that pain, you'll always revisit it. It'll be a trigger situation that'll come up, and because you didn't process it when you was going through it, you right back in it and still dealing with it. Different situation, same shit.
Damn, sexual abuse, that's rough.
Yeah.
That's rough. God damn, you goddamn spoke on it. You spoke on it. So being a successful woman, and not successful just career wise, but spiritually you've grown, mentally you've grown. So like what, like if a man approaches you right now and say, hey, you know what I'm saying, what's up, Redbone? You know what I'm saying? I want to take you on a date. You know what I'm saying? Like what is, how can men approach you? You know what I'm saying? Like what is your ideal approach? Because right now you feel like, okay, well, I don't need your money. I really don't need your dick. You know what I'm saying? I just need somebody who's gonna either match my energy, help me grow, continue to do what I'm doing in my life, and then we can eventually get to that. So, like, what would be your ideal approach, or how can a man approach you these days? Now that you've got your ish together, and that's not even speaking like on some cocky ish, but I mean you've grown, you've been through it, you've been through the trials and tribulations, you've survived, you've came out successful. So if somebody approaches you right now, it's like, my nigga, you gotta come with it. Like, what are you offering? Like, does that have like I'm fucked up. Hold on. does that have, like, you know what I'm saying, like any bearing on your decision to date or to go out with the guy of the You get what I'm saying? Answer the question, man. Fuck you talking about.
All right, so to be brief, because Jabari can't. So I am, to be honest and candid, I'm a recent divorcee. I was in a 10-year on again, off again saga. So right now, I really am trying to see who the hell I am. Okay. I know who I was with him. I know who I was in my 20s, the better part of my 20s into my 30s. But I need to know who I am to answer that question straight off. And I didn't do that before, where I was the pleaser. So what is it that you want out of me, right? Versus what do I need out of this situation so I can meet you at the table and be equally yoked and not be the table. So, so at this point, what the do I want? Yeah. And being clear on that, because that's what I did with my career. That's what I did with my hobbies and my passions and my kids. You have to set that clear intention because in that you find your purpose. And everything else will, when the rocks crumble and things don't work out, it's still what's the purpose? What was your why in going into this?
Goddamn, Supernova. This is my sister, man. Goddamn, I got cheers, baby.
Cheers.
Thank you for coming through, man. Much love to you, man.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, look here, man. This is what we like to do, man. I like to always give my interviewees, you know what I'm saying, I like to give them the flow. You know what I'm saying? I like to give them the last 30 seconds to a minute to motivate somebody or speak from their personal experience and to give an organic motivational speech. Brandy, I love you. I got much respect for you over these years, and I thank you for just being who you are and always being, you know what I'm saying, neutral in certain situations. It is what it is. But I know your story can really touch a lot of women. It can touch not even women, just men as well. But I want you to give from your heart, from your spirit, I want you to give a She Writes It All speech, motivational speech to anybody you feel like that's going through something, that's transitioning into a new life, whatever it is they're going through. I just want you to speak life into them, and I'm gonna let you do your thing. She writes it all. Here we go.
Thank you again for having me. If I was to speak life into anyone else's situation, I always advocate for rest as a revolution. Even when you don't think anything will work out or you don't have anything. Checking in with yourself, just that tapping back into your body, back into your mind, back into your whys, like I said. Why are you doing whatever you're doing? I don't care what's going on with your life, if you got to stay with your mom, if you have to stay with a friend, if you're homeless, what is your why? The universe will provide everything else. When you set that clear intention and you believe that you deserve it, that's it. That's the 2 steps. Everything else is going to be provided and offered. Just like the love the Creator gives us every day. You tap into it, it's there. Just tap in. And rest is the best way to do it. Stop doing, stop moving, stop texting, stop sexing. Chill. Chill. Check in with your why, and the answers will come. I'm grateful to have She Writes It All. I'm also at Cosmic Coffee and Tea Co. at Get Cosmic Now. The website launches May 27th on my birthday. I'm excited about that.
Yes, sir.
And then I also will have a birthing center. It will be one of the few in the Atlanta area where we will provide natural and holistic birthing. And that's in my 5-year plan because I have to get my master's degree first.
God damn. Supernova. Me and Romeo ain't never been friends. Yo, this has been another episode of Pop Your Ish, man, and I am your stupendous host, Jay Crutchfield, man. Y'all make sure y'all go follow Cosmic, is it Cosmic Coffee?
Get Cosmic Now.
Get Cosmic Now. Get Cosmic Now. She writes it all. You know what I'm saying? If you need your, if y'all got them fucking around with no rubbers, and you get pregnant, and you got to need your baby birth, and you don't want to do it in the hospital, she can goddamn do it for you on the low, though. You know what I'm saying? So y'all make sure y'all holler at my sister, you dig what I'm saying? She birthed my last daughter, so I know the service is stupendous. I know, baby.
Good catch.
You already
Catch
know,
that
goddamn. You catch that thing like they did to Martin.
Yeah.
When they shot the baby out. But nah, let me tell you something, man. Y'all go subscribe, run this episode up, man. This has been another episode of Pop Your Ish, and I am your stupendous host. Speak optimism always. Peace.
Peace. Just finished my interview on Pop Yo Ish. I had a great time with the stupendous host, Jabari. I was able to talk about my coffee and tea brand. I was able to talk about my writing business. It was a great, great, great experience. Also enjoyed a little bit of drink. It was delicious. Shout out to Telepro. Thank you so much for having me. I look forward to popping more ish in the future because I don't plan on stopping.